Next we have the 10th question of the exercise 11. So in here this question has 6 parts. Taking a start from the first one, we have 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 3, and the question says that with the different part of the questions provided, we have to evaluate them. So 2 raised to the power 4, it means 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, and 2 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. So we first multiply these with itself. This 2 with itself 3 times, we get 16. When 2 is multiplied 2 times with the power of 3, we get 8. So 16 multiplied by 8, because in here between these two terms we are having the multiplication sign. So 16 multiplied by 8 is equal to 128. The second part is 3 raised to the power of 5 multiplied by root with the power of 6, and inside the root we are having 64. So 3 raised to the power of 5, 3 is multiplied with itself 4 times, and in here this root with the power of 6, inside the root we are having 64. How do we start solving it? We can write 64 as 2 raised to the power of 6. When 2 is multiplied 5 times with itself, we get 64. So once 64 written as 2 raised to the power of 6, the next is the 6 gets cancelled with the root of power 6, and we are left with 2 only. Once we get rid of the root, then we are having 3 raised to the power 5 multiplied by 2. 3 raised to the power 5 means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3, which is equal to 243. So 243 multiplied by 2 is equal to 486. So 486 is our final answer for this part of the question. The third part of the question is 3 raised to the power of 4 plus a root of power 4, and under the root we are having 256. So 3 raised to the power of 4, we will first take a start with solving the root. In here this 256 can be written as 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 4. So 4 raised to the power of 4. The root power is 4 as well, so this 4 gets cancelled with the root, and we are left with 4. So then we write it 3 raised to the power of 4 plus 4 in here, as you can see, because in here we wrote the 256 as 4 raised to the power of 4. In the next step, the power of 4 gets cancelled with the root, and we are left with 3 raised to the power of 4 plus 4. So 3 raised to the power of 4 means 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 3 plus 4. 3 raised to the power of 4 is equal to 81. 81 plus 4 is equal to 85. Fourth part of the question is 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by root 7776. The power of the root is 5. So we first take a start with the root. In here we are having 7776. We can write this term as the root, the 6 raised to the power of 5. If 6 is multiplied with itself 4 times, so we get 7776. So we can write it 6 raised to the power of 5, or 6 is multiplied with itself 4 times, we get 7776. So in here, that 6 raised to the power of 5, this can get cancelled with the root that has the power of 5 already. These two get cancelled because these are the inverse operations and they cancel each other, and we are left with 2 raised to the power of 4 multiplied by 6. So 2 raised to the power of 4 is equal to 16. 16 multiplied by 6 is equal to 96. Fifth part of the question is root of 625. Under the root we are having 625 and the power of the root is 4, and multiply by 2 raised to the power of 6. So again, taking a start with the root, 625 we can also write it as 5 raised to the power of 4. So 5 raised to the power of 4 under the root of power 4, these two gets cancelled and we are left with 5 multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 6. So 5 multiplied by 2 raised to the power of 6. In here 2 raised to the power of 6 means 2 multiplied by 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 2, which is equal to 64. So 5 multiplied by 64 is equal to 320. And the last part of the question is 8 raised to the power of 4 divided by 32 under the root with the root power of 5, and this root 32 under the root of with the power of 5 is whole cubed. So we will take a start with the brackets first. So in here this under the root, that 32 which we have, we can write it as 2 raised to the power of 5. When 2 is multiplied with itself 4 times, we get 32. So 2 raised to the power of 5, the 5 gets cancelled with the root of power 5, and we are left with 2 whole cube, or 2 raised to the power of 3. We got rid of this under root with the power of 5, and we are left with 8 raised to the power of 4 and the division sign. So again, we first find the number after the power is applied. So 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8 multiplied by 8 is equal to 4096. 2 raised to the power of 3 is equal to 8. So 4096 divided by 8 is equal to 512. So this is all about evaluation of the root. The numbers or the roots given to us in different forms, we can evaluate them, taking a start, making sure that we know we can write the number under the root in the square form, in the cube form, in the power of 4, in the power of 5 and 6, and this way we can cut the different cube roots, root to the power of 4, 5 and 6, and we can carry on our calculations. That's all for this question. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss the next questions of the chapter and the exercise. Happy learning!